Hi, welcome to lesson number 2 of GuitarSimple. Today we're going to start with electric guitar. If you have an acoustic guitar, I recommend that you go to my website and try to find the lessons for acoustic guitar. The difference is important because they have different kind of strings and the technique for the right hand is different. Electric guitar uses metal strings and acoustic guitar uses nylon strings. In any case, if you want to stay for this lesson, you can stay. There's no problem. You're welcome to stay. We can practice. It doesn't matter what kind of guitar you have. But for the future, I strongly recommend that you choose the lessons for the kind of guitar that you have. For this lesson and from now on, your guitar has to be properly tuned. You know, tuning is what we do here on this part of the guitar, usually, to have the proper notes on the guitar. This is very important, and from now on, our guitars have to be tuned. If you don't know how to do that, visit my website. I have a tuning tutorial there. I did the best I could to help you. This is a challenge. I have to be honest with you. Tuning is a challenge, but there are a few recommendations there, and you can follow my instructions. You can also ask the help from a family friend or somebody from the music store where you bought your guitar from, and maybe they can help you for the first time to have your guitar ready for the first time, and after that use my instructions in the tuning tutorial. But if you don't have that choice, try to go to my website. I'm going to help you and we're going to overcome this challenge together. I like to mention that the first 3 lessons of GuitarSimple are designed for people who have never played before. So are very basic concepts, very simple concepts, but the intention is to help you gain progress quickly and feel confident with yourself. The other thing I wanted to talk about is about the chair. Usually it's best when you practice on a simple chair. For example, my chair has this section for your arms to rest. And this is not very convenient for guitar. If you're seated in the back, supporting your back on the chair, you will have trouble trying to play guitar because the armrest is gonna obstruct the position. But I'm using this chair to show you that we can fix that problem by sitting on the edge and making a little turn your body a little bit to the left. That way you can take the guitar and place your guitar on your right leg and you're ready to play. I mentioned this because you may be in your office or at work or someplace where you don't have the option to get a simple chair, and you might have to use one of those chairs with a armrest. Sorry. This is a different angle. Sorry you can see my face, but I'm more interested in the view of the strings and your fingers. In your left hand, this is finger 1, 2, 3, and 4. The thumb doesn't count because the thumb goes in the back of the neck of the guitar for support. So we're going to practice with finger 1 and finger 3. If you remember, on our first lesson we practiced different notes playing with only one finger. From now on, we have to start to use the other fingers to wake them up because in your everyday life, we don't use those fingers much. when you play an instrument, you have to start waking them up. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Let's practice on the first string, finger 1 and finger 3, and we play each note once. This is first string, first fret, finger 1, and this is first string, third fret. The practice is to play 1 and 3, 1 and 3, trying to use those two fingers. If you use the same finger to play both notes, that will be cheating and you will be out of class. No, I'm joking. Okay, try, make an effort. I know it's easier for you to play with one finger only, but make an effort, make it for me, please, and try to use two fingers, finger 1 and finger 3. You're playing on the first string, both notes, so remember your index finger plays the first string and rests on the second string. Play on the first, rests on the second. Like this. 1, 3, 1, 3. Practice that for a while and come back. We are going to add one more note, which is 0 on the first string. So we're going to have 3 notes. 0 or the first string open, 1 and 3. Play those 3 notes in a row. I'm going to do it like this. 0, 1, and 3. 0, 1, and 3. Practice that and come back. Let's change the angle so you can see my right hand. This is a very important time in your life, in your guitar life, because you're gonna have to choose between your fingers and the pick. I recommend that you use a pick when you practice electric guitar. You can buy one of these everywhere you can find guitar strings or musical instruments. They are very inexpensive and you can get more than one because they usually get lost. And well, you can also use your fingers. We're always going to need our fingers, especially when we play arpeggios, and we're going to do practices like that. But we're going to practice with the pick if you have that choice. I'm going to play the 3 notes that we practiced the way we usually play them. That is, if you don't have a pick, like this. 0, 1, and 3. Again, 0, 1, and 3. 0, 1, and 3. But I'm more interested in you trying to use the pick. It's a little piece of plastic and it looks like a triangle with some curves on the edges. And you hold it with your thumb and your index finger. That's one way to do it. There are other choices, but this is the way I hold the pick. So I'm going to show you that way, and if you feel more comfortable using a different way to hold the pick, that's your choice. I recommend that you play the first note on the going down and the other note up. We practice this way. Down, up, down. You can start any way you want, but don't repeat. Try not to repeat. Try not to do this. 0, 1, and 3. I know it's difficult. Maybe you feel that it's difficult, but it's not really difficult. It's just to get used to it. You play the first note, you can strike going down or up any way you like, and you keep going that way, down, up, and down. We're going to add two more notes, but this time on the second string. This is the first time that we play on the second string. All we have done so far is on one string. So when you play on the second string, you have to be careful that your left hand is playing the second string. It's a very common mistake. I'm going to show you. We're going to play 1 and 3, but on the second string. 1 and 3. 1 and 3. Exactly like we did before a few minutes ago on the other string. But on the second string, 1 and 3. So what I'm talking about is that you have to be careful that your index finger on your right hand is playing the second string. It's a very common mistake. Everybody has the same problem, that you're playing on the second string and your index finger is on another string. It's a very common mistake. Happens to everybody. So be careful that you're playing on the correct string. 1 and 3. If you're using the pick, it will be something like this. Short movement, up and down. 1 and 3. 1 and 3. 1 and 3. Now we have 5 notes in total. The 3 notes that we practiced on the first string and those 2 that we just practiced. That's 5 notes. We're going to play those 5 notes in a row. Let me show you, like this. Two notes on the second string, and then 0, 1, and 3 on the first string. Play them all in a row, slowly, like this. Remember, you're going to have to change strings. First note and the second note on the string number 2, and the other 3 notes on the first string. In case you're using your index finger, it will be like this. Okay, practice that and come back. Here we have another angle, and your homework is going to be practicing those notes up and down the scale, like this. You can play each note twice, like this. C, C, D, D, E, E, F, F, G, G, and going backwards, the other way around, F, F, E, E, D, D, C, C. Or if you can play them all in a row, going up and down only once each note, that would be better, like this. C, D, E, F, G, F, E, D, C. I know it sounds silly, but we're going to need this in the next lessons, where I have some fun tracks that I recorded for you with drums and bass and other instruments, so we can play together. And what I need you to have is the ability to use more than one finger. That something like this would be cheating. We don't want that. That would be wrong. I want you to be able to start using your other fingers. We are using finger 1 and 3 for now, but we're going to learn to use the other 2 fingers so we can have all 4 fingers in motion. and that's going to be very important for the next lessons. We are going to learn chords now. Chord is when you use a position on your left hand that allows you to play all the strings at once for rhythm guitar. This is one of the simple chords that I chose to start. It's called E minor. We're going to see that in a second. And what we can do with this is that we can play with our right hand. I'm going to show it here. We can play all strings for rhythm guitar. But we're going to see the right hand in a moment. Let's concentrate on the left hand. This is a very simple chord. It's called E minor. We only need 2 fingers. Finger 1 on the 5th string, 2nd fret, right here. And finger number 2 on the 4th string, same fret, fret number 2. Please notice that this is fret number 1. We have nothing on fret number 1. Both fingers are on fret number 2. What we can do with our right hand is that we can play all strings. All 6 strings can be played. We're going to see the right hand in a minute. Let's concentrate on the chord. I repeat, finger 1 on the 5th string, 2nd fret, finger 2 on the 4th string, 2nd fret. That's E minor. The other chord, it's called G6. And there's something that's going to help us. It has 1 finger in common. Finger 1 is on the same position. 5th string, 2nd fret, and finger 2 on the 6th string, but on the 3rd fret. Just 2 fingers. And we have another chord. This one is called G6. You can play all 6 strings. We're going to see the right hand in a minute, as I said before. Why I chose those chords? Because they have 1 finger in common. So you can change from one chord to the other just by moving 1 finger. And I'm going to do it right now as an example for you. We can play 4 times E minor, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And move only 1 finger to the 6th string, 3rd fret, and we have G6, and we can play 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's see what happens with the right hand. With the right hand, you can play like this, going down, using your fingernails. I recommend that you use your fingernails. Some people use the thumb, but it's a very warm sound, but it's not bright. This is a brighter sound. Your fingernails gently going down like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we change chords every 4 beats like this. This is 4 beats of E minor like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we change to G6. Remember, by only moving 1 finger. Now we have G6 4 times, and we go back. E minor, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you can do it back and forth, non-stop, that will be great. That will be great. Like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. the right hand, the fingernails, or if you have a pick, that's the other choice. You can play with your pick. That would be great. Playing 1, 2, 3, 4 gently, because if you use too much strength, the pick is gonna be stuck on the strings like this. And you have a very rude sound. Something like that. Gently on the right hand. So you just pass by. So we can do all kinds of rhythms with those two chords, something like this. And there are thousands of combinations, but we are going to start basic, and that is going down. We're going to practice that with the drums because I have a drum machine, and we're going to make a practice with the drum machine. Hi! Sorry you can see my big long hair, but I'm more interested in the view of the guitar, so I'm sorry. I'm the cameraman here. So this is our chord, first chord, E minor, and this is G6, our second chord, view from a distance. This is our right hand for rhythm guitar, and we're going to use the help of a drum machine. My keyboard has drums. We can play drums. Just have to stand up for a second to play the play button, and I'll be back in a second and we start playing with the drums. Just give me a second, okay? Okay, we have drums now. That's pretty cool because we can learn tempo. Tempo, it's a word in Italian. It's about the beat of the music. So we're playing on a slow tempo first, then we will practice a little bit faster. But for now, that will be like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 beats. We're going to play 4 beats on E minor and then 4 beats on G6. There is no stop between the two. So if you did your homework, which was to change from one chord to the other, we're going to be okay. Are you ready? After 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. G6. 1, 2, 3, 4. E minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Non-stop. 1, 2. Remember, you only have to move one finger. You move one finger, E minor. Move one finger, and we have E, G6. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Great. Now we're going to try to play faster. I'm going to speed it up a little bit and try to catch up with me. If you have trouble changing from one chord to the other, don't worry. Just try to keep up. And as we practice, you're going to get better and better. I'm going to press the play button on the drum machine, and we're going to play faster like this. It's a little bit faster, not too much. You'll see. After 4, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Non-stop. 2, 3, 4. 1. I know, you need time to catch up, but try to catch up. Try to keep up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great, you're doing great. Don't worry, you're doing great. Every time you're going to get better and better. Trust me, I know this. Trust me. What do you think? Was it hard? Probably was a little bit difficult, but not too much. My students always say, no, teacher, I can't do it, and I can't do it. And 5 minutes after they say that, they are playing the chords perfectly well. So trust me on this. You're going to do great. Don't worry if you couldn't play the chords in a high speed. It's just a matter of time, and very soon you'll be able to play those chords. Change one to the other, fast and easy. This has been our second lesson for electric guitar. Thanks very much for being here. I'm very thankful for your trust. And please keep trying my guitar lessons. Bye.